On March 11, 2023, I upload a video called History of Alternative Characters in Shadow Fate 2. In that video, I talk about two types of characters that were changed, removed, and unused. On top of that, I also introduced three avatars that I labeled as unknown. Why? At that time, I had searched extensively for information about these characters. However, I quickly realized that there was no possibility of these avatars ever appearing in the game. If you're also curious about this subject, then this video will help you answer your question. If you have noticed, Shadow Fate 2 has always relied on two XML files for updating content: config_cdn and packs. The first one is used to sign the contents for updates, while packs are used to sign the contents in a specific version. Let's talk more about the first one. Apparently, when you play an older version of the game, for example back to 1.6.1, this file has always saved two things: the data and the content. The content means it is the original files for whenever you're moving to a new arc. It stores files to let the game sign and force you to download. On the other hand, data plays a crucial role in operating the game, such as creating files or handling character animations. By surfing the file, I managed to find a suspicious entry.
Data 1-1-0-1.
By using Cipher, I easily managed to receive 2-bit files, which I categorize them as data and texture. Data contains necessary files for progressing the game, while textures includes several files such as avatar, item, and location image. Opening avatar folder, I quickly noticed that Hermit was quite different, and after making comparisons, you can easily see that the frame and the character itself mainly talking. This also applies for Butcher. But the question is, these files didn't include a single tournament character. It means finding the character with an X again comes to a dead end. The search for this missing version is extremely difficult. In fact, when you search Shadow Fate 2 1.1.0, all you will see are scattered references to the game itself, meaning that there is little known about this version. At one point, I was ready to accept defeat, thinking I might never uncover these missing avatars, but then a new turning point has just emerged: the Internet Archive. The Internet Archive is a non-profit digital library that archives websites, books, audio, video, and software to provide universal access to our knowledge. By using Internet Archive, I can finally see all the versions of Shadow Fate 2 by many users uploaded. After a few minutes, I find a blog that includes all the versions of Shadow Fate 2 for iOS. Of course, it includes everything you need: versions, data, and wait! Hold on! 1.0.1 and 1.0.2? 1.1.0 can be regardless understandable because we are going to find. But for two previous versions, I have never heard about their existence. Where did they come from? The blog attached to TXT files, which are version and version lists. While version list only contains every versions of the game that we are all familiar with, the remaining one stands different. By looking to the file, you will see all the information about the update of Shadow Fate 2. And now let's take a closer look. From the first version, everything is still fine. However, starting from 1.0.1, this update is exclusively for iOS. As it said, improved battle system and fixed several bugs. Couple days later, a new build came, and just with the message, fixed several bugs once again. I mean, let's suddenly admit that these two versions are nothing noticeable, do we? Moving to 1.1.0, this time things get interesting. The first thing a game added was achievements, then ability tree, move list, and even hermit and butcher also included. This means the versions must have the profile button available to unlock per tree, move list, and achievements. The map should also include hermit and butcher for the player. At the same time, I also quickly analyzed two IPA files, which are two suspicious versions I mentioned earlier. But unfortunately, I can't discover anything new from these things. Like, these versions are born just to make the patch for the first version. Meanwhile, 1.1.0 APA has files that we had always found, and that 3 avatars we want to find has been discovered, namely as Rush, Huntress, and Samurai. Furthermore, I also found WAPs, the 4 bots included in a single IPA file, thing that is unprecedented in the history of version updates. Even in 1.1.1, no WAPs avatar was found in both APK and texture files. On top of that, I also discovered 2 battle previews that look really different compared to early updates of the game. So with that, the mystery has come to an end? Yes and no. You see, back in the day, the frequency updates from M.A.C.S is extraordinarily incredible. They just update the game like only 5 or 10 days later after the last update, which means the possibility of the community ever record this version is potentially low. I have also tried to do some research about this, but hey, it didn't work. Luckily, the blog also contains the data of 1.1.0. This means it will have useful information to meet its requirement. By exploring the user file, you might see the bar was supposedly has 10 energy. This might be the biggest factor to sell out the true version. Moreover, the press money button also auto into a clear image in 1.1.0. And some factors I gathered so far to find the real footage. After doing some research, I have found 3 videos that look the most reliable for displaying 1.1.0. Let's take a closer look. seems like showing movements wasn't available in this version. If there are a hanger and an user icon, then what unequip button supposed to do?
Перед началом игры рекомендую заглянуть в некую инструкцию, где вы найдете список доступных комбинаций ударов, и играть будет значительно проще. Вы также можете покупать доспехи и шлемы для защиты вашего бойца. В общем, деньги есть куда потратить. И, кстати, игра хоть и бесплатная, но донат тут абсолютно не зверский. Единственный момент — это энергия, которая тратится с каждым боем. Но, в принципе, можно немного и подождать. А в самой битве стоит обратить внимание на светящийся указатель внизу экрана. Таким образом подсвечивается тень, за которой мы, собственно, и играем, чтобы игроку было легче ориентироваться на поле боя. А в целом игра получилась очень классная, распространяется она бесплатно, доната почти нет, и каждый может насладиться захватывающими сражениями, ведь механика боя тут действительно на очень достойном уровне.
So, does the mystery come to an end now? Not yet, because we haven't found any footage showing this avatar ever appeared in this version. Maybe next time? If you have an older iPhone, perhaps below 6, then try this version because you might be the first one ever experience a missing version. Peace out.